Hello, beautiful souls. I am back on Instagram. What a journey, what a journey. So, I have so many things to tell you. I spent more than 10 weeks abroad from Dubai, and now I'm back in Dubai. And I would like to take you on my journey that I went through in Europe. So, I already spoke about my Easter training in one of the other lives. But today I would like to dedicate this live to my last mushroom ceremony that I had with Avalon actually last Saturday. It was in Ibiza and it was just simply meant to be. I wanted to be there and it worked out very well. So, mushroom ceremony. It was not my first one. It was in this kind of like setting, my second one. I made contact with this plant medicine in 2022 with a dear friend of mine in Germany. It was a little woman retreat. And that time it was a mixed group. We were around 15 people and we had a lot of people who were taking care of us. I did that with Avalon. Avalon is the company where I did as well my ayahuasca retreat in June. And if you are looking for a safe space where you can be held, where you don't have to worry about anything because they just simply organize everything so perfectly from the beginning. When you come there, you're welcomed. You get drinks. You get in touch with the other people. Then, of course, before the ceremony starts, there's a lot about explaining what you will expect and how this is gonna be turn out the whole day. There are a lot of people who are actually working there. We had a chef who was creating amazing food. Oh my God, I have never seen that kind of creativity when it comes to food and this kind of taste. And it was so delicious. So that was really one point that stood out. And then the other ones that are holding space for you, the guardians, musicians, wonderful music through the whole ceremony, and of course a shaman who is very powerful. They have different shamans, but this time Benjo Potlech came. I hope I spoke his name right. Benjo, my dear friend, he is from Chile originally. He's working with mushrooms and other plant medicine, and he is just, I cannot describe him. What I love from him is he has a psychological background and he is a shaman, so he can understand both sides and he can combine, and he is holding space. And his mushroom retreats are more like a training, I would say. You get out there and you learned a lot. So this is so beautiful, and he's just fully present and he is holding so strongly the space. When you get to know him, you would think, oh, that's a funny guy, because he's laughing a lot and he's joking around, but he is pretty much serious as well. So perfectly set up. And the topic of the mushroom retreat was actually sexual energy. So working with the Kundalini energy. And when it comes to sexual energy, it is our power. It is our life force, If we know how to work with that energy, I believe we can manifest barely everything in life. So working with this energy to raise it, to bring it up, can change your life in a lot of ways. So the mushroom retreat, so we got to know each other a little bit. We did an introduction round. The organizer, Alejandro, he told us as well what, the facilities and everything, what we have to take care of and blah, blah, blah. Very important to get everything organized. And then Benjo explained what we're gonna experience. So we were getting the mushrooms in a cacao. It was not a super strong dose. It was 1.8 was it milligram or gram? I don't know. Normally it's the double amount, but he wanted to train with us. So when you take a little bit less, you still have your journeys, but you can come back easier and you can work on your body, your emotions and everything. So that was beautiful. And of course the musicians introduced themselves, the whole group, and after that we were all gonna get ready, toilet break for a second, and then we were ready to take the medicine. So he brought us the medicine in the circle. And about the venue, oh my god, you cannot imagine, we were in such a beautiful space in the middle in Ibiza, in the nature, a beautiful finca, which is a villa, with a pool, and then there was a dome, and the dome is like a big tent, and there you can hold ceremonies. The acoustics were breathtaking. It was just such a temple space, I would say. It was lovely. So Benjo came around, he gave us the medicine, and we waited, and then we all drank together. And after that, you sit on your mattress and you just literally meditate for a while and sit with it until, you know, the effects are coming. It might take like 20-30 minutes, and then when you close your eyes, because it's good to go inwards first a little bit. For me, what happened is I start seeing all the time colors, energies, and then I get connected to, you know, different spirits sometimes. This time I set my intention and I wanted to embrace my feminine and masculine side, my dark, my light, to put all the puzzle pieces back together and to align myself. And so on my left side, I saw really lightful creatures, angelic voices, and on the right side, there was a really dark place. It was very shadowy, heavy energy. But I looked on both sides and tried to really like work. I was working a lot with my body, and I was doing like things with my hands to align my energy and bringing all the sides together, mixing everything, and it was just literally beautiful. I felt presence of my ancestors in my back. They were holding me, and it was just, yeah, I was traveling abroad in the first, I don't know, I cannot say it about the time, but I was traveling definitely to other realms, and maybe I made contact with aliens. That might sound spooky, but definitely I got somehow connected, which was beautiful. And then he called us back, you know, because he sensed as a shaman that we are all traveling abroad somewhere. And then he said, come back, presence. We are here for a training. And then he, you know, spoke about the sexual energy, and he worked with us. He explained us what we should do, you know, and bring up the emotions and let it out, you know. And it was beautiful because then you were able again to feel the group dynamic, and it was so powerful and it was intense. And it was beautiful to get the resonance of each other person in that room as well. We were all on our own process, but when we were trained, that was kind of like a group connection that was super powerful. And he said in a certain moment of the ceremony, he will give every one of us, if we want, space to pray to the universe. So he opened the circle and he said, now it's open and now you can say something. So the people started to, you know, pray for whatever came out for them. And I waited a bit because I wasn't sure what I should speak out, and I needed to wait for the right moment. And I was so still in my process and manifesting my own things inside of me. But then at the moment I said, okay, but I cannot sit, because we were all sit in a circle. And I asked Benjo, can I go to the center? And I was lying down on the earth, and wow, that was energy. When you sit in this circle or lie, you feel the collective energy so strongly. It's kind of like a unity. And then I just spoke from the heart, whatever came out. And it was so powerful and beautiful. And yeah, that was a really good moment. And let's see what comes out of that. We will see, it will reveal. And I went back, and then he opened in the middle as well the possibility of getting rapé, which is the tobacco that you get into your nose. with herbs mixed. It was a strong one from the Yavanava tribe. And so the people started. And what you can expect from rapé is, it depends on your state, you know. You can cry. Sometimes you can even purge. You can just get a lot of freedom. It depends on your body. So I sat there and he was like, Nadine, are you ready for taking the medicine? Are you ready to see? And I was like, yes, I'm ready. But then in my head it came like, am I really ready? I'm not sure what I said right now. Maybe I'm not. It's too late. I will do it now. I mean, I know rapé, but I knew that it's gonna be maybe a strong one, even when you are under the influence of your mushrooms. So I got served left nose first, then the right nose part, and then he said, sit for 5 minutes. So I went to my space, sitting there, meditating again, and it took not even 5 minutes, but then like I got pushed out of my body into the universe, and I was traveling, and it was like overwhelming. And then there was a really dark moment. So I felt like there was so much pain coming from my womb out of my body, and I had to literally just cry it out. I opened my heart and cried and cried and cried. It was so amazing, but it was heavy. So Natalie, one of the guardians, came to me and sat in front of me and just was holding space. And she said, Nadine, you can do that. I know you're a strong woman. Just let it out. That pain wants to be seen, and it wants to be taken out. So I looked down actually on the floor with my eyes closed, and I saw so much darkness, so much, I cannot even really describe it, but it was just a big relief when I was able to let it out. That took a couple of minutes, and after that I felt so liberated, so free, so empowered, because the pieces were put together one step at a time, and I felt in peace, in unity, in harmony, in the collective energy. So we sat there, and everybody still went through their process, and then we came all to the middle together holding hands, and that was a special moment where we felt this deep connection and our work we did on this day. So after taking the moment of collective unity, he closed the ceremony, but I felt like I was not ready to go out of this dome. Fruits were served and everything, but I was like, I cannot move out. I have to stay here for a bit longer. So I decided to just lay down and just work a bit more with my body. Alejandro came to me as well and checked in and said, are you okay? I said, yes, I'm okay. It's just that I'm still in my process. So I take a bit of time for myself. There were 2 other girls, they were still in the room as well. And then after a while, everybody came back and we did an integration circle, because at Avalon, you're not just doing the ceremony, it's more. So Natalie did a beautiful integration circle. So we danced and shaked off all the energies. That was beautiful. And then we were drawing our experiences, and after that we shared our drawings and explained what we actually felt during the ceremony. And that was another really big learning, because when the people are sharing, you learn from each of the person. It's so nice. And that was a really good rounding up the ceremony in a way. And then people started to come to me. Like, there was a wonderful man, a Spanish guy. He just came to me and said, Nadine, you have such a beautiful energy. That's amazing. Thank you for being here. Then I had a really deep conversation with another participant about Dubai, and he said, oh my God, Dubai has so much darkness and so much power that's misused. And I said, yes, but there are other people as well, and there is light energy too. And I felt the calling of just being here in Dubai. After that talk, I had the little problem inside of myself that I thought I have to save the world, and I cannot save the world, and I don't have to. So after processing that, I felt like, oh, now I get it, you know? Even just me being in Dubai, bringing this energy to Dubai is already healing. So I don't have to save, I don't have to do, I just have to be. And that's something what I said yesterday to my ice bath community as well. This is one of the key essences in life. Just be. You don't have to try to chase or run or whatever. If you be authentically, everything will come to you. And that's what I'm trying to embrace now more and more. So integration circle done, talks, and beautiful woman came to me and they said, Nadine, when you were starting to cry, you helped me actually crying as well, because so I was able to release my emotions. Another woman told me, Nadine, when you were dancing, you were so feminine, you brought up my feminine side. And see, I was not doing anything on people, but they got influenced or inspired by me. And that's what I want to do, actually. That's what I want to do in life. I want to inspire people with just simply being. And that's already, I think, a big change that I can do and can help people to find themselves, to find their own purpose, to find their essence, to find their energy, their balance. Because it's all within us. It's all in here. We don't have to seek outside. It is here. And that's the beautiful thing. So we went outside of the dome. Normally you can have as well as swim in the pool, but I didn't feel it. So we went to the supper, and which was a beautiful dinner done by Abdel. Oh my God, like I mentioned already, that was the food that helped me literally ground myself afterwards, because I was still not really in my body. I was still a bit outwards. But then this food helped me ground myself, and there was a fireplace. I sat in front of the fire, and then people started to leave. I was there with my own car, so I was able to stay longer. And one girl was sleeping over in this beautiful venue. So we were having our own little women's circle in front of the fire, and it was just simply breathtaking. It was the perfect ending of the day, because it was a blue sky, dark with so many stars, and it was a perfect summer night, silent with the birds singing in the background, and it was just a beautiful experience. It was, of course, there are some heavy moments, but if you go through it and if you surrender, then you can get so much out of it. And like I said, this place was so intense of holding space. So we had yesterday an integration circle. It's a Zoom call, what you always have a week after the ceremony, where we shared what we actually experienced in the week after. And it was beautiful to see the journeys of the people. And for me, it's just what I got out of the ayahuasca and of the mushroom, that my path is being a female shaman, and I don't want to deny it anymore. I want to embrace it, and this is the path that I will go, because I want to hold space for people. I want to be there and just, sit with them, and it's beautiful. I mean, I do this already in a way in the ice bath ceremony, when I do Reiki sessions and everything, but I think I want to work as well with plant medicine at a certain point. And I don't know, with whatever, it will come to me, it will unveil. But I have beautiful people surrounding me right now, so it's just lovely. And I'm ready. It's not an easy path, because of course, when you go this path, it's the path of self-development. You face every part of yourself as well, but it's beautiful. Like I said, the darkness and the light, the femininity, the masculinity, it's all in us, and actually it's just unity. It shouldn't be actually separated. We as human beings, we separated everything. This is black or white, this is dark or light, this is feminine, this is masculine. But actually there's just energy. When it comes to the essence, there's just energy. And so I'm really glad I did this ceremony. What came out of the ceremony as well is that I will bring Benjo to Dubai mid of November. We will host a couple of events. We will do a ceremony in the desert with breathwork and rapé. We will do sacred energy workshop that we're creating right now, and we will hold maybe another circle. So there will be things created, and for you guys who are in Dubai, if you would like to know more about it, DM me. The program will be out soon, and I can't wait to share these moments with you and hold space for you as well. And I can just literally say Benjo, he is really a profound shaman, a psychologist on the other side as well. So he can create such a safe space, and it's powerful. You get learnings out of that for sure. So yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening, and have a wonderful day today. And I love you, and I set you free. Until the next time.